it is Christmas once again, and it would not be Christmas without talking about the Christmas crazes. Here goes. And this whole situation starts usually about Halloween, Thanksgiving, sometime around then, give or take a little bit. People in the stores start to get a little jumpy. Their standard of driving, shall we say, starts to decrease, and people get a little nuts. And it seems to be getting more pronounced after COVID. And I know from personal experience that people with particular types of mental illness, some of which I've had unfortunately relationships with in the past, do tend to act out in the holiday season. And there's just all this stress tends to add up with these people, and they get triggered very easily during the holiday season. And you do not want to deal with these people. So here are some tips to basically keep yourself safe during the holiday season and to avoid an incident that may get you harmed or maybe in trouble. If at all possible, know exactly who you're hanging out with. There is a story I will share with you from quite a few years ago. There was a guy I was talking to who was in prison. He was in jail. He was in jail because of who he was sharing a car with, basically. He was sharing a car with three idiot friends. One of them had some illegal substances on him. Cops pulled him over. He throws the whatever it was under the guy's seat. Throws it under that guy's seat. Guess what? Cops are like, well, it was under your seat. It must be yours. His friend basically just threw him under the bus. This happened right around Christmas, as predicted. And basically, as soon as the blue light started flashing, the friend just threw him under the bus and said, hey, this is yours. He ended up in prison for it because the police are saying, hey, you were next to it. It's yours. It probably wasn't his. Who knows what the real story was. But you know what? Be careful. Be very careful who you hang out with, because you don't know what they're going to do in a stressful situation. And you don't know how they handle the drink. A lot of people are drinking and partying. You don't know how they react under those circumstances. So pick your friends, especially this time of year, very, very carefully so you don't get in a boatload of trouble. Also, wherever you go, always have an exit plan. It's like when you get on a plane. When you get on an airplane, always know where at least two of your exits are. Especially when you stay in a hotel, if you're traveling and you stay in a hotel, know where your couple of exits are, because if something happens in the hotel, if the hotel catches fire, which happened to me once, unfortunately, you have two exits. Because in my case, I was heading towards one exit. I opened the door, and I was hit with a sheet of white smoke, very hot white smoke. At that point, I closed the door, headed to the other exit, and I alerted everybody on the floor at the same time, and that may happen to you. Also, in a social setting, if you're at a restaurant or something, know where all the exits are. At least know where two of the exits are. That way, if someone comes in and they start causing a ruckus and they start causing trouble in the restaurant because they've had too many adult beverages or something, then the best thing you can do is just hightail it out of there, avoid trouble, and you can settle the bill later. But you know what? Your safety is the most important thing, and the most important thing for you is to remove yourself from a situation like that, because it can happen and it can escalate real fast in those kind of circumstances. And you want to basically avoid a fight whenever possible. You don't want to be able to fight your way out of things. You want to avoid a fight every possible situation you can. If things do really get out of hand, like a family event or social situation or whatever, remain calm. Remain calm, and if you can, try to walk away. We all have the weirdo relative who's a little strange, who maybe can't handle his drink or something. In circumstances such as that, you have to remain calm and keep yourself distance. Again, it's a method to avoid a fight, basically, because fights everybody loses. Either there's a couple of outcomes to a fight. Either someone's going to get arrested, which is possible, or someone's going to get hurt, or even worse, someone's going to get killed. So you have three kind of outcomes from a fight. You don't want to fight at all. The most important thing is, is not using these things. It's just to walk away and live to another Christmas, and that's the best thing you can do if things get out of hand. Whether it's with a stranger, whether it's with whether it's with a family member, whatever it is. The other thing I'd say is when you're on the street and you're walking around, you're shopping and stuff, is be aware of your situation and maintain eye contact. If you look at the bad guy's probably not going to pick on you. The bad guy's probably going to walk away and find someone who's walking around like this and looking at the ground, He's not going to pick on someone who is aware of their surroundings, because most of them aren't stupid. Most of them know that the person that is aware of their surroundings is probably going to fight back, and they don't know squat about you. You could be, the karate world champion or something, and they don't know it. So if you look them in the eye, if you're not scared of them, they will be scared of you. And that's one of the most important takeaways from this. Be aware of your situation, look them right in the eye, and keep your distance. So I hope you found this video useful. Click down there, subscribe. More videos are coming soon. Love you guys. See you soon.